Good afternoon. I'm here to talk to you about aerating your lawn the easy way. So we have 3 different ways that I would consider the easiest way to aerate your lawn. And the number 3 is what I just did here today with the tow behind unit on the 0 turn. Doesn't have to be a 0 turn, it could be a 4-wheeler, ATV, tractor, whatever you have, if you're do-it-yourself, and that's what your goal is. But I have a tow hitch on my 0 turn, for my business here. That's the easiest way that I've found to run my aerator around. The second easiest way I found, if you want to make the investment, is going to be a ride-on 0 turn specific aerator. They can get in and out of places a little easier than the trailer unit. They're a lot easier to maneuver. But other than that, the number 1 easiest way is, if you're in my service area, is to give me a call. But again, I typically, with your do-it-yourself guys, the trailer units are going to be by far the easiest versus the old school walk behind units. They're just kind of a bear to maneuver. Trust me, I did it back in the day. I don't really run too much of them anymore, but this is the way I prefer to do it. It pulls a good plug as long as you have good weight in the back of the trailer unit. And like I said, you're going to do multiple passes, different directions. That way you get good coverage for when you go to do your overseeding. So this is definitely going to help your lawn out. As far as with curb appeal, if you're trying to sell your house, I highly recommend, this is something you're going to have to start, maybe a season in advance, or at least, if you're trying to sell this fall or something, you got to start at least a couple months in advance, at least. So, but it's definitely not an overnight process. You got to kind of keep on going with things. Basically, pulling the plugs from the lawn. This is a Core Aerator, is going to help with your, reducing compaction in the lawn. And that in turn is going to help your grass grow better, help the nutrients get to the roots, help the roots develop better. So again, highly recommend it. It's one of the number 1 things I definitely recommend during the fall season for people to do to their lawns to get them looking good, get everything recovered from any kind of, if there's a drought stress or just normal wear and tear. It really brings things up, and again, highly recommend it every year. So, all right, if you got any questions, drop them in the comments. Be glad to answer any questions, to help you out there. But hope everybody enjoyed this. Hopefully it was quick and short and to the point there. All right, y'all take it easy. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye.